Hey guys, it's Reyna Morgan. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the stereotypes of rock and metal fans. One of the biggest stereotypes I think of is that we're Satanists. Personally, I am an atheist. From what I know, there are some people, there are some fans of rock and metal who are Satanists. Not saying there aren't, but there are some Satanists that listen to jazz, pop, hip hop, which I don't get why some people would think that. Another stereotype I can think of is that we don't listen to any other genre of music, which personally I listen old Taylor Swift when she's country, some songs from the band Perry, old Miley Cyrus when she was still on Hannah Montana. I also listen to I like a couple songs from Post Malone, and I like a few songs from Eminem. Another big stereotype is we all have a certain look, which is the thrasher look, which we do not all of us are. I personally do listen to rock and metal. My style is pretty much 90s grunge, and there are so many different styles, from the hair metal back in the 80s with the big hair, to thrasher metal, which is ripped jeans, jean jacket, pleather, all that fun stuff. And another big stereotype is we're drug addicts, big, especially the big illegal ones, such as heroin, cocaine, which, there are some rock musicians that were a bit notable acts, such as Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, which I don't think Jim Morrison was, but I'm pretty sure Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Hendrix, and even recent as the 90s, Kurt Cobain, or Scott Weiland of Stone Temple Pilots, Nirvana. Another stereotype is we are none of the lyrics are meaningful, which let me pull out one of the lyrics. Metallica. Okay, here's song 1 off this album. And I can't remember anything. Can't tell if it's true or a dream. With rock and metal, you can't tell if it's saying what it talks about, being in a way, in my point of view, being one of only one who only suffers this, a certain thing, when chances are there's thousands of people. Which is pretty much who I am. Another stereotype is that Metallica's our only favorite band, which, even though I just said mentioned Metallica, but if you go to my CD list, you could see Sex Pistols, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Nirvana, Foo Fighters, Green Day, Linkin Park, which, there are some rock fans who mainly listen to Metallica. For me, I listen other than I have Bowie. I listen to David Bowie, which is one of the CDs I have. And Doors, Janis Joplin again, Kiss, Ozzy Osbourne, Soundgarden, which came in the era as like Nirvana, and Hole, same era, comes the same era, which reorganized. Like, make sure I'm not. Can't get what I did. Back in order. Okay, now we're officially back in order with my CD cases, which, like, one big stereotype I noticed is that we only listen to screamo music, which, if you think about it, like, not all, like, singers in rock and metal are screaming their music. Even, yeah, there are some, like, that are notable for screaming. And one thing I do think some fans of other genres think is that we are domestic, we abuse our spouses. Which not all of us, no, I personally wasn't in a relationship. But, like, there are, from what I know, like, there are some, like, hip-hop musicians that they would abuse their partners, which I don't know, because I don't really listen to, like, a lot of, like, other fans from other genres. And another big stereotype is we're uneducated. There are some rock fans that were unintelligent. Like, well, we do. There are some, like, artists that, especially notable musicians that listen to rock, that are rock musicians that have, like, PhDs, such as, like, Brian May from Queen. Which, another, like, stereotype I think some people think are, like, we're outcasts. For me, like, personally, like, yeah, like, but if you think about it, for me, like, personally, like, I'm a rock fan. I remember being, like, in high school, like, there were some girls that actually knew my name that I never met, and, like, they would say, "Hi, Reyna." I'd be like, "Hi." I would say hi back for being respectful. But, like, I would say, like, in my head, like, say, like, whoever you are. Which, for me, I don't really know, because at that point, I only knew some of the other students that I went to middle school with, because I went to a charter school, so I didn't know, I only knew the students I went to my middle school with, at Port McKeesport, when I made a transition to Port Braddock Hills High School. One thing is, like, we're all criminals. No, we're not. Like, I think, like, especially, like, in, like, 90s hip-hop and rap, from what I know, some of them were in gangs, and not a lot of rock fans are in that, like, category, which is fun. Like, when we're going back to social, where, like, I think one that I can think of is, like, we have, like, some sort of mental illness. Not a lot of us do, like, which I'm pretty sure some would say, like, oh, rock and metal fans are gay. Not all rock and metal fans are gay, or in the LGBT community. Like, even there are some, like, rock musicians I know that are a part of the LGBT community, such as, like, Freddie Mercury, and Elton John, like. And, like, one thing, like, I can think of on that lines is we're homophobic, which we're not all. Like, yeah, there's some fans that are, like, homophobic towards the LGBT community, which I can't think of any that are homophobic. And, like, some of the, like, more notable, like one of the two most notable like icons of the LGBT community who happen to be in that community is Elton John and Freddie Mercury again. That it's nonsense music, which I already covered, but or not political. That we're like overly political, which like not that or like we're not feminist enough. Which if you look at like Kurt Cobain, for example, two of the songs he written for Nirvana were anti-rape songs such as Polly and Rape Me. Because let me go to Utero. Which if you read the lyrics to like Rape Me. Sorry. Okay, rape me, my friend, rape me again. Like, I'm not the only one. Like, there are like, there are some like some of the songs like, if you listen to that, like, it's an anti-rape song. Like, and if you think about it back in like, especially in the 90s, which I did a paper on Nirvana being a feminist, like way ahead of like the time, which 90s, and like he also ended up saying like, which I think is the reason why some people would assume that is because of like the 80s hair metal, how like they over sexualized women, objectified them compared to now in rock history, where like there are some fans that are where they do like not like have like hair metal. They're not like hair metal. Sorry. And Coke is not sponsored. Which, those are the only stereotypes I can think of right off the bat. And thanks, guys, for watching. And which I know I mentioned Queen or Freddie Mercury a lot, which I'm right now in a craze for them right now because I not that long ago, just after Thanksgiving and couple weeks ago, I recently am seeing Bohemian Rhapsody, which I am right now which is right now big for me right now, and I highly enjoyed it and would recommend it. In the movie, not sponsored, but thanks. See you guys. See you next time.